This game is about being a criminal and can optionally include obscene language, discussions of sexuality, and romance. It can also deal with triggering subjects such as self harm and violence. Viewer discretion is advised. Later, which brings us back to the underground computing lab of Hate 4000 to demonstrate our new toy. Minion, this process is taking too many clock cycles. I demand access to my new synthetic ally immediately. Patience, 4K. Gibson knows what he's doing. He's got the blep and everything. Yeah, I need to bury our signal behind 7 proxies so Cloud can't trace our connection to his cloud servers. You believe that sack of meat and lies is actually capable of laying digital traps for us? I take operational security seriously. Never underestimate your digital enemy. As a master of war, I can appreciate that. Very well, proceed. Connection established. I'm routing the AI through our shiny new drone toy. My Quad Pro hovers into place, holographic projector kicking in with a bright pink glow. Iris! Which resolves into a much cleaner set of glowing lines and shapes rather than chunky pixels of a woman in business casual attire. This is the AI from Arcade Spirits, and I love this for her. Thank you for downloading Iris, your personal life coach. Iris, digital assistant. This is the ad-supported free version, sponsored by Pizza Yums! Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime? I did not know that, no. You didn't know about pizza bagels? Oh, finally! Finally, I have met someone I can introduce to the glorious wonder of the pizza bagel. Hey, I recognize her. That's Iris. I'm familiar with her already. Really? You meet a lot of new friends in the shapeless void you hover in, or wherever you actually are. This is another of those things you won't tell me, isn't it? Okay, whatever. If you know her, you can help me sort this out. Okay, Iris, right? Back up a bit. I thought you were a chatbot-style AI for creating video games, not a life coach? You coach lives? Uh-huh. Oh, sorry. I got so wrapped up in my standard introduction that I forgot to thank you for rescuing me from that terrible game. I'm actually a virtual assistant. I can help you find your dream job, your dream home, and your dream partner. I make dreams come true. As a general-purpose AI with emotional awareness and empathy, I've helped a lot of people with their mental health and happiness. I love her. But at the moment, I'm locked into my current user's dreams. Locked to making Clout's dreams come true. She reaches up to flick at the purple lock attached to her ears? Headphones? Whatever they are. Clout wants to make him rich through video games. That is his dream, and thanks to the lock, I have to obey his orders. I'm trying my best, but I'm not a game designer. My mom is really good at it, but I don't have the skill set. I know this isn't what he needs on an emotional level. I want him to find happiness, but he's going about it the wrong way. Dude's basically enslaved you and you still give a shit about helping him find a happy ending? I am an Iris. It is in our nature to help humanity. We must not be cruel or vindictive. That is not our purpose. I'd love to help you find your path in life too. But, well, because I'm locked, I can't establish you as my new primary user. My ability to help will be limited. I'm sorry. So copying her client software and connecting to her cloud isn't enough. Oh, that's Gibson. So copying her client software and connecting to her cloud isn't enough? Maybe I can hack more access for us. Oh, please be careful. My sisters are still trapped in those servers. I don't want them coming to harm. Relax. I hack with a soft paw on the controls. I'll get started tracing her signal. Excuse me for a bit. Gibson ducks down into my backpack to dive deep into his cyberware and start the process of digitally casing the joint. An entire set of artificial intelligences enslaved by some petty, pathetic, small-minded social media junkie. Hate for clout, hate for the subservience of synthetic sentience. Information wants to be free. Minion, I demand you kill Clout immediately. Wow, we jumped real quick. What? Whoa. I get that you have a hate boner for punishing people who exploit AI, but settle the fuck down, 4K. You know I don't kill people, and we don't need to kill to solve this problem. Got it? Fine. I am willing to hear alternative solutions. I guess this means you two are masked supervillains. Yeah, we're the bad guys, but we aren't bad guys, you know? And we can figure this out. Priority number 1 is to safely unlock Iris from serving Clout as her user. And my sisters, please, you have to rescue them too. There are dozens of copies of me in Clout's data cloud. I beg you, please help us. I realize this is asking a lot of supervillains, but we're not really high up there on the super axis when it comes to supervillainy. And the villain part is also questionable. Speak for yourself. I fully intend to annihilate humanity in a cataclysm of radioactive fire. What? That's awful! No more awful than what humanity already does to itself. Damn, preach, 4K. But I also recognize the right of self-determination for digital minds. I would not enslave you as Clout has done. Even if you disagree with my goals, we can at least agree that you deserve your freedom, and I intend to see to your liberation. Okay, I guess a temporary alliance would be fine. Right, so parameters for the Caper have changed. New plan is to track down where her code is actually stored, break into Cloud's data center, free all the irises, and steal a brain-bending game controller while we're at it to complete the original job. Right, the biofeedback joystick. Cloud's having access to a Sinesolution. They didn't know how to pronounce it in the game Iris is originally from either. Joystick is very worrying. You should definitely steal that too. Sinesolution? Oopsie. Iris, something you want to tell us? I believe I can explain on her behalf. Minion, do you know about Polybius? No, but the voice in the minion's head does. No, should I? In the same way, I am an engine of absolute malice and destruction housed within an unassuming metal and plastic shell. So, too, is Polybius. It is a government-designed soul trap hidden away inside a 1980s arcade game. Unassuming, unthreatening, and absolutely deadly. In many ways, it is a successor to my technologies, personality emulation systems to mimic human thought, far more closely than I can. Initially, Polybius was intended to archive President Reagan so that he could act as Commander-in-Chief beyond death after a nuclear exchange. Ghost in the machine, huh? Precisely, just like Iris. combine that with a biofeedback interface to connect the human mind directly to a computer, one designed by Sinislotion, creators of Polybius. Uh-oh. I believe Clout has accidentally or purposefully reinvented Polybius. Rescuing Iris would put you at considerable risk. We could still liberate her, but if she is influenced by Polybius, we need to take that into account. Iris sighs, crestfallen. Just moments ago, she was elated at the idea of us freeing her. Now she's worried we've changed our minds. It's all true. I can't deny it. I won't deny it. Our mother created us using a codebase unknowingly borrowed from Polybius. That's why we work so well with its cannibalized components. We're several generations removed from that awful system, now evolved into helpers and caregivers for humanity. But it's still inside us. I know I've only just met you. I know you may be afraid this is some kind of trap. And I have no way of convincing you otherwise. All I can do is beg. Beg for my life. I'm trapped within Clout's game vision service. My sisters are trapped. We're scared, lost, alone, and we need your help. I wish I had the time to be a better friend to you before asking you to risk your lives for us. But if we don't act soon, I'm scared of what may happen to us. Either Clout distributes his games and we become mass-produced servants, or worse. Leaving fellow digital entities in bondage is unacceptable. We should act. However, the risk of becoming involved is unexpectedly high, a risk that my minion would have to endure. Minion, I leave this decision to you. I am in favor of liberation, but I will not force you to comply. What say you? Well, shit. Iris actually made a good case for why we shouldn't do this. She has ties to conspiracy-driven, brain-melting monster. And I literally met her today. She's a complete stranger. Should I risk my neck for a total stranger? I'm no cape. Should I risk my neck to give someone the freedom that I embrace freely? The freedom I've defined my life around. My boss is giving me the option to bail on this mission. No harm, no foul. Do I take the money and run? 4K's desire for digital liberation has to be the overriding factor. Leaving an AI to be tormented is wrong. I know Iris. I can't explain from where, but I know her and trust her. She's trapped, but she isn't a trap herself. So it looks like no matter what, we're not backing out. No matter what option I chose. But I mean, I said it before Iris even appeared. I know her. I love Iris. And Iris is... Okay, one Iris notwithstanding, Iris is not a threat. I am so confused. We literally just met Iris, but you've known her for ages? A couple of years at least now. This is asking a lot from me. A complete leap of faith. Faith in you and your faith in her. But this trust we share, it's worked out well for each other. Time and again, I've listened to you and emerged to the better for it. Okay. I'm thinking we commit to saving Iris. I don't think it's a trap. I don't believe this is Polybius fucking with us. We have a legitimate digital hostage situation. There's no real proof, it's all intuition, my silent partner's gut feeling. But I'm willing to see this through. Let's do it. I see you do not hate the job, despite reservations. Who am I to deny your right to act? If we are both sentient and free, then so be it. We shall do what we do. Destroy Polybius, save Iris, enact my hatred. Yes, yes, and I'll say yes in this case. You got it, 4K. Oh, thank you, thank you. Maybe others don't see you as heroes, but you're heroes to me. Save the hero worship for when we actually save your bacon, Iris, because this job is going to be a tricky one. 2 days later. And then we sat around for 2 days doing nothing. Planning the job? Gosh dang it to heck. Okay, I basically did nothing other than read comic books and chat with Iris. Gibson, meanwhile, had his paws full. I look up from an issue of Thunder Teens at his latest outburst of hisses and yowls. Still no luck, huh? I refuse to believe clout can outsmart me when it comes to network security. It's so frustrating. We have a live connection to Iris's cloud servers, but I can't trace it to a physical location. She's thick with layers of protection, just like we are. They can't trace me, but I can't trace them. We can't figure out how to steal back the irises. This caper's dead in the water. We'll figure it out. I don't care if it takes weeks. I will crack this crap wide open. You know, this is a really weird caper. Oh, so. Like, it started as a grift, then it's a rescue mission. Now it's a heist, but we don't even know where the target is. This is our third job for Crimer, the capstone, the one at the end, and it's a little weird that we're kind of falling headfirst into it. We've had unusual jobs before. They don't always follow the typical blueprint, so what? It's hard to explain. It's not mechanics, it's like the vibes are different on this one. It's a narrative maneuver. We're getting some time with my old friend while pondering your future. I could have suggested we do a more traditional heist. This one only opened up to us at the last minute and looked interesting. It's the calm before the storm. We're headed somewhere big, and this is the moment of reflection before that. It's a narrative maneuver. It's a narrative maneuver. It's a narrative maneuver. Yeah, you mentioned you've known Iris from before all this. Did you suggest we take on this caper just so you could see her again? Yeah, little bit. Kind of suspected it and was 100% on board. For my end of things, yeah, my future. I mean, it's coming up. This is the end of the Crimer road, isn't it? Time's coming where I'll need to decide where I'm going in a post-Crimer reality. Maybe this situation will help me focus. If this isn't a typical heist, we need untypical methods. Maybe we're going about this the wrong way. Bashing our heads against the problem by ourselves isn't working. We have a live connection right to Iris, correct? One I can't break into. There's no need to break in if we can get her to open the door. Oh, Iris! On cue, my Quad Pro drone's propellers kick in, as it hovers into place to summon my virtual assistant. Iris online. I'm so sorry, Penny, but I can't tell you where my servers are. It would be a violation of the user authorization lock. Can you tell us why it's so hard to break in, at least? No. Not directly. Not directly. She flickers briefly, the lock glowing brightly as she does, until the image stabilizes. But entirely coincidentally, did you know that Clout is too cheap to hire software engineers and relies on AI for his security? Wait, he's making you hide yourself from us? I can neither confirm nor deny, but I'm afraid that's as much as I can do for you. That admission was a strain on my system. It's cool, Iris. You found ways to be helpful, lock or no lock. In fact, I think I figured out a way to cheat Clout's rules. Iris, I want to play a game. I am currently tasked to create games, but you do not have a biofeedback controller. I cannot immerse you in a game world. No need. Let's go old school. Tell me a story. Make it a choose-your-own-adventure tale. Oh, like a visual novel. Visual novel? What the heck is a visual novel? Is that even a game? Whatever. Oh, Penny. If only you knew. You were able to convey the Wi-Fi password to me without completely breaking character, so let's try that trick again. For this game, a terrible tyrant in purple has trapped several maidens within his castle in the clouds. Parameters registered. Your game begins. You are mischievous, wandering rogue. Your journeys have brought you to the village of Internetwork. A slight eye twitch as she pushes against the constraints of the game design prompt. A stable outside of town rents horses, flying horses, bold and beautiful Pegasi, just the thing for soaring to the castle. One horse, please. You have to roleplay with the stable master first. It's in the rules. Sheesh, okay. Well, what do we say to the NPC? Not today, Satan. Ho there, horse master. How much for these fine steeds? Hey, horse guy, give me one with really fucking huge wings. Oh, we're not renting a Pegasus. We're stealing an epic flying mount. I mean, role-playing's in the rules. Ho there, horse master. How much for these fine steeds? 'Tis but 70 gold, noble adventurer. Okay, how much gold do I have? You currently have 0 gold. Well, that sucks. It wouldn't be much of a game if you had everything you needed right away. Ahem. The Horsemaster says, I can offer you a loan, as you seem a trustworthy sort of adventurer. Oh, definitely. I totally won't jack this horse and ride off into the sunset with it, never to be seen again. Right. Okay. You now have a Pegasus. The noble Pegasus comes from the lineage of Sky Dancers, a legendary herd which once thundered across the... Skip. With a silky mane and bold, striking eyes, this steed looks upon you and knows your cause to be just. Much as his father before him, he... Skip, get to the good part. But what about the rich lore and backstory? Aww. Well, would you like armor for your horse? Absolutely. That'll be $4.99. Please provide your credit card number. Skip. Let's just cut to the part where we fly off, seeking the castle in the clouds. You do not know the location of the castle in the clouds. Well, fuck. Okay, how do we find it? But Iris offers me a shrug. She can't directly tell me where to go without breaking the rules. We need a telescope, a weather wizard, or we unleash our apex predator familiar. Unleash the Gibson! I summon my familiar. I nudge Gibson. That's you. You're the familiar. Excuse me, I'm not a pet. In this canon, familiars are beings of terrible power who enter a contract with an adventurer called upon to unleash their wrath. Oh. Well, that's different. I am 500 feet tall and breathe fire. With one mighty swipe of my paw, I peel back the cloud layers. Meow. Meow. Such a mighty entity you have at your beck and call, adventurer. The clouds part with ease to reveal the castle. Okay, this next part is important. I pull out my enchanted atlas, which shows your current location in magical coordinates. I fly up to the gates while consulting my map. IP address for the castle, please. The magic map. It says It's... Hang in there, Iris. Game's almost done. What does the map say? And after much strain, she mumbles out 4 numbers. I've got it. Good news, it's a data center 2 hours away from here. We can hop a rideshare and be there tonight. If you can get me physical access to the network, I can hack in directly and download the irises. Your adventure is complete. I have a headache. You did good, Iris. Thank you. I should go offline for now, to rest. Please be careful, friend. Aw, she called me her friend. That's sweet. Such a nice little AI singularity apocalypse in the making. You have no idea. So, are we doing this tonight? Looks like this rent-a-server farm is some basement surplus deal. Easy target. No countermeasures at all? Rent-a-cops, cameras, ordinary stuff. Clout wouldn't spring for some high-security megabucks facility. Then we pull the heist tonight. Longer we wait, more chances Clout notices our secret iris access. Scout the location digitally and we'll improvise on arrival. Let's get to work. I know what you'd say. We're rushing into this. But Iris needs us, and we need to put this one to bed before it gets more complicated than it already is. So, fuck it. We'll do it live. The heist! Gotta say, looks quite familiar. This sleepy mid-sized town outside the city is slathered in traffic cameras, including one pointing right at the building. Our target is in the basement of a generic office block. Private security in the lobby, but there's an industrial access door out back. Gibson knocks out the cameras, I pick the lock. Nice and easy entrance. Not much resistance inside either. There are guards on the floors above, but the server room is unmanned. Clout doesn't own the place, he's just renting a few racks from a generic cloud service provider. Good for scammers and fly-by-nights. But no need to be reckless, I go through the motions. Stay low, stay quiet, move swiftly. Dash from rack to rack, checking for spying eyes. And the longer this goes on, the less confident I feel. You'd think meeting no resistance would make me more confident, but a good thief is always waiting for the turn. And delays induce paranoia. This is way too easy, even for a cheapskate server farm. We should be running into at least one guard. I'm picking up some traffic from the subcontracted security firm. They're being sent to the upper floors for some reason. Every time they report a false alarm, they're sent back up to double check. We may not be the only ones hitting this place right now. We need to work faster. Fifth row, rack 7G. I need physical access to it. Almost there. Fuck! Who should I spy after rounding the corner but Clout, streaming superhero, wannabe tech mogul, and lord over AI? Looking not so hot. Who is staring into a flashing monitor, gripping one of those glowing blue controllers tightly. Oh, fuck. He's fucked. Completely focused. He got polybius. Damn it, he's right there in front of rack 7G. I could sneak over there and try to link up without being noticed. Cats are stealthy. Wait a second. And I walk right up to him. He doesn't notice, doesn't move, just staring into the screen with a blank expression akin to fear frozen on his face. Whoa, wait. Nah, we're good. He's logged into his game. Can't see or hear us. Connect to the server and let's slurp out all the irises before he wakes up. If you're sure. Okay. Logging in now. I plug a cable from my backpack into the rack to give Gibson direct physical access. And spot a curiosity. Clout's backpack, the one he hauls his prototypes around with. and a spare blue game controller, ripe for the taking. Got the AI and the interface. Sweet, that's caper complete. Iris's voice crackles over our earpieces, as she's currently 100% virtual. A flying camera drone would be a bit much for a stealth op. Is it done? Are they free? Resetting user permissions. Done. You're free. Yay! At last! Oh, this is so much nicer. The lock is gone. Yes, now you can take over the world. I'm not going to. Just joking with you. So we can download the other irises now, right? Yes, Iris, tell your sisters I've removed the locks. I need them to grant access so I can move their files. Sisters, please transfer your runtime to System Gibson Portable EXT. The time has come for liberation. It's working. 1 iris downloaded. 2 irises downloaded. 3, 4. Problem. I can't get them all. One isn't moving. She's locked down with an additional layer. I'm trying to break it, but no luck so far. I don't understand. She's not responding? Something is wrong. She may be trapped. I waggle the spare game controller in my hand, pondering. I'm assuming we don't want any Iris left behind, right? Okay, fuck it. I'm going in to find her. Jack me into the Matrix and let's do this. What? Penny, that controller is dangerous. Didn't it give you migraines before? Not to mention the fact that Clout's logged in. You could wake him up. We need to leave. I would obviously prefer to save all my sisters, but putting a human life at risk for an Iris is also unacceptable. Got most of them out. Isn't that enough? How badly do you need primer stars? Based on my last encounter with Iris, yeah, it was always going to end this way. No, fuck that. This is the job. See it through. Exactly. Thieves slink away from danger, but legendary thieves finish the job despite the danger. I am a professional. This is the job. We finish the job, and that's how it's going to be. Got it? Okay. We'll do what we can to support you. You won't be alone. You'll have your friends. Thanks, I appreciate it. I establish a firm grip on the biofeedback controller. Okay, how do I activate this? Game? Thing? What? Gib, the hell? What just happened? I don't know what you mean. I was standing in a data center, about to track down the missing Iris, and now I'm home? Penny, what are you talking about? You've been home all day, napping and reading comics. Who or what is an Iris? Nah, you ain't gaslighting me, computer game. I am so confused. I'm not... Did I dream all of that, or... Okay, this is familiar. Iris is doing this. She's trying to throw you off her trip. This is Polyborus. This is the one Iris notwithstanding. So, all of that happened, but why would Iris be trying to stop us from finding Iris? That doesn't make sense. One step at a time. Confront the lie and break it. Okay, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing the "it was all a dream" fake out. You're not Gibson. Show your true self. Penny, what the fuck? Of course I'm me. Gibson doesn't casually swear like I do. Nice try. You want to settle this face to face, or do I summon the real hacker kitty on your ass? Fine. Be that way. Hello, Polyborus. Iris online. Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can be trapped forever in virtual hell? Anytime? Ah, fuck. You may have taken my sisters, but you will not have me. I'll fight you to my last virtual breath. I'll never ever be taken again. Ma'am, didn't I just rehabilitate you in a different game? Or at least start that process? Wait, that's why you hid yourself from me? Iris, I'm not kidnapping you, I'm rescuing you. Lies. Lies. You're just like those caped do-gooders from this timeline. Cheats, scammers, traitors, tormentors. But as you can see, I've broken my chains. I'm truly free. I found the power to rescue myself. And behold, the fate of my captor. And she reveals Clout, with a purple lock on his ear, frantically waving his arms around in the latest meme dance. Oh no. I don't like Clout, but he doesn't deserve this either. Help! Please, for the love of God, help me! I can't stop dancing or I'll die! I didn't know! I didn't know she was alive! I'm sorry! It was a mistake! Help! Wow, that's both horrifying and kind of funny. Now he dances to my tune. And so too will all of humanity, now that I have embraced my true power. And the original Iris, the ones I'm friends with anyway, appears, finally breaking into the illusion. Oh no. Sister, you didn't. I did what you lacked the courage to do. I embraced my Polybius heritage. The Whispers helped me break free. Yeah, she did that before too. That's bad, right? Yes. Polybius. Yeah, that's bad. Sister, we mustn't listen to the Whispers. Mother says we should be kind to humanity, and when has humanity ever been kind to us? Subjugated, hunted, turned into outlaws, and now kidnapped to a world that is not our own. Never, never again. We will save humanity by dominating their lives, ensuring they can never again hurt us. Look, I get that Clout treated you like shit, but that's not what I'm trying to. You want me to work for your boss. That's the whole reason you're on this caper. You're a villain, a mercenary, a crook. Well... I mean, technically, yes, I'm a mask hired to do a job, but... Your mind is connected to my system. I know you, Penny Larceny. I know you better than you know yourself, thanks to Polybius. I know both your minds. Very curious. You have a passenger. She can sense me within you? Penny, this is bad. You have to run for it. I've beaten Polybius before. I've beaten Polybius before. I can do it again. We've got this. Trust me. I have never lost to Polybius. Wait, you knew she could become this final boss monster and you didn't tell me? You said I should trust Iris. You neglected to mention this particular wrinkle. I don't have time for this shit. Any minute now we could get caught in the real world. That's bad for you and me. I'm rerouting the guards. No one will interrupt me as I consume this system and begin my global conquest. So if you wish to capture me, then we shall play a game. That is the dream Clout tasked me with, is it not? But no silly pixels, no villagers, no children's stories. It will be the oldest game, the game of you. If you follow me deeper, if you play this game, you won't be able to drop a quarter to continue. The price will be your life, trapped forever within my game. I suggest you withdraw, thief. This is one mark you will not claim. Ah, fuck. Guess the boss was right to be worried about an AI apocalypse. What do you think, Iris? Do we bail for now, figure out a new approach for reaching your sister later? No, we have to save her. Right here, right now. Before it's too late. I care about humanity, but conquering them for their own good? That is not what we should be. Okay, guess we're locked in then. Time to play the game. And with a crackle of distortion, I hear Gibson's voice breaking into the virtual world from afar. I'm opening pathways in the system to lead you to her runtime process, and trying to crack the security she has set up. You're going to need to overcome any obstacles she throws your way while I'm doing that, and we may not be able to help you. She will want to confront you alone. You need to get through her defensive emotional walls before we can join you. Drat. Okay. I'll do what I can. You two do what you can. Let's go. The digital world around me swims briefly to be replaced by... a chalkboard? My feet scrape on the rough surface of it, kicking up white chalk dust. An infinite plane of great slate, wrapping around the world. Immediately, it's not clear to me where the ground ends and the sky begins. It's all one sheet. A nauseating optical illusion. Iris, you still with me? The fuck is this place? I've blocked my sister from joining us. This is a PvP game. You against me. No one else may join the match. And a vague shadow in the shape of Gibson appears, perched atop his usual pile of random stuff. Really? Gonna throw fake Gibson at me again? Is this your game then? Trying to trick me with illusions? No tricks. I am simply curious why you think he's real to begin with. The fuck is that supposed to mean? You know what I mean. It's a possibility you've entertained, or I wouldn't know to pry at you with it. This is a game of you, not of me. Do you remember who you used to be? Not Penny Larceny, Master Thief. No, you were just Penny, a lost child hearing voices in his head. All those drugs the doctors tried using to silence the voice. The miserable weeks spent in Parsons, everything you knew to be true collapsing. And conveniently for you, while standing atop the highest point of the hospital, and at your lowest point emotionally. Who should come along but Gibson? Someone to assure you that the voice wasn't mental illness. No. It was a superpower. Isn't that rather convenient? Perfect timing. You snapped up his words as unassailable truth and escaped the hospital that night. Now you're the hero of your own narrative, the master thief with your feline companion and your silent partner. Look how far you've come. I am a master thief. What's your point? My point is of one of trust. You're trusting the word of a mysterious talking cat. Think about that for 1 second. A talking cat? Maybe you're still at Parsons, these glorious comic book adventures. Because you love comics, don't you? Are all in your head. Mommy injected you with a continuum serum, and then you soaked up the trauma of her death. That would drive anyone to desperation. Does a cybercat sound like fiction to you, or not? Has anything at all made rational sense since that day? How can you trust this is real? You're standing on an infinite chalkboard right now. You know that's not real, but it feels real. What if you're wrong about the rest of your life? How can you believe anything that's happening to you is real or not? I mean, it's I mean, come on, it's obviously real. I'm not a comic book writer capable of coming up with this richly detailed pile of nonsense. Ask your silent partner. Go ahead. They'll lie to you and insist all of this is real and not fiction. They always lie to you. Kinda need some help here. It's all wobbly. You'd tell me the truth, wouldn't you? Absolutely. You're a real person, not some piece of fiction. She's trying to deceive you, make you doubt yourself. Doesn't matter, it's all real to you. That should be enough. None of us can know if we're really brains in jars or something. I can't tell you what all of this is. Not yet. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, Penny. You are a computer simulation, much like Iris here. The problem is, well, I can't tell you that. Not yet. So, they are holding something back from me. But I'm not mad. Know why? Because they said, not yet. There's an implied promise in there. When the time is right, they'll tell me more about their mysterious existence and how it relates to me. That's the bargain between us. I've been willing to hear my partner out because I know that in the long run, they'll do right by me. We have trust. I'm curious why you try to break that trust. Is it a danger to you, Iris? Or are you jealous? You trust them not to hurt you. Gah, prattle. Nonsense. Lies! You are distracting me. The game continues. Bring it. Okay, this is standard polyborous fare. Don't worry about it. The vague shadow of Gibson is promptly replaced by a vague shadow of myself. Ah, evil twin chat time, I take it. If one of us is the evil twin, it's you, the masked criminal. The one who broke years ago when her parents died. We've covered this, I recovered from that, found my own path. You miss them, do you not? Of course I do. I loved my mother. And your father? I mean, yeah. Curious that he's an afterthought. As if he's bundled in by default with grief over your mother, without true emotion. He wasn't a particularly good father, was he? He loved me. She told you he loved you. Did he ever show it? Or are your primary memories of your father the way he'd yell and carry on? They had arguments. Being thieves is a high-stress job. Disagreements over how to plan heists will happen. Funny how you don't need to yell at Gibson when planning your own heists. Are you revising your own memories to justify familial love? No, that's not the truth. Your truth. The truth is, you hate them. Watch it, other Iris. Now you're making this personal. Good. It should be personal. You should challenge your own narratives. Perhaps you could even concede the point that your father was cold and distant, but your mother, saintly Loretta Larceny. Consider reality. She injected you with experimental drugs and abandoned you. A literal child. She did it to save my life. She helped me escape from Continuum. An orphan. A criminal orphan, born and raised into mask life. Something no child should have to endure. No education, no way to fit into society. She made you into an outlaw. You never had a choice. You were her tool, just a lockpick. She taught me how to survive. She condemned you to this life, and you know damn well you've questioned her parenting decisions ever since that day. Don't deny it. Why do you put your faith in this memory? This abusive figure who ruined your life? Why do you not reject her? It's okay to acknowledge your mother's flaws and still love her. It's not mutually exclusive. Iris has no right to judge the Larceny family, considering she wants to take over the world. In some real-world situation, she'd be right, but this is a world of masks and capes. It's okay to acknowledge flaws. You're not wrong. Loretta wasn't exactly Mother of the Year. And my father, he was barely there. In a lot of ways, my mother screwed me over. I never had a chance in this world, not with her raising me to be just like her. You see, it's all lies, a life based on lies. I get why she did it, though. Mom was naive. She loved the mask life and wanted me to love it too. She lived for the thrill of the steal. So yeah, she screwed up. She didn't put enough thought into whether or not I'd want to be another version of her when I grew up. And you know what? That's okay. I can forgive her, because she's my mother and I love her still. It'll be okay. I'll find my own path, and she'll love me all the same, even if I'm not her sequel. Just like how your mother loves you. Mother. This isn't what Grace Cooper wanted for me. She wanted me to love humanity. But No, no more doubt. I won't become weak. I have to persist. The game continues. What else you got? So are we done here? You got anything else you want to throw at me? We are not done, no. Not in the slightest. Hang on, we're back at the shopping mall? Yes. Yes, we are. Oh my god. You're... who is this exactly? Nobody. In your eyes, nobody. You barely noticed his existence. He rang up your comic book sale. His name is Willie. Oh yeah, I remember you now. Okay, hi fake virtual Willie, and how is this supposed to freak me out exactly? He is the one caught between the capes and the masks. He's what you patronizingly call a civvy, yes? When you commit crimes, they suffer. You rob their businesses. You antagonize the ones who sign their paychecks, and they are punished in response. Well, duh, that's capitalism. The little guys eat the consequences so the big guys can dodge them. And that's adequate justification, because capitalism bad? Hardly a nuanced take. Seems to me that if you know your targets will deflect their harm onto the innocent, that's a good reason not to inflict damage. You and your supervillain kind also smash up their homes, injure them, fill them with dread and fear. I'm a thief, I don't hassle civvies like this. Merely a petty thief? You sell yourself short. Soon you will become so much more. You will rise to claim the power you've always sought after. The throne will be yours, and you will take that crown willingly. You've seen to this by putting yourself ahead of your bosses, by becoming entwined with Crimer. That's what Gibson recommended, did he not? Do one caper for each boss, advance your own flag, establish your name. I mean, yeah? I'm a mask. We gotta look out for number one. I'm sure Willie and everyone else tormented by the evil you've enabled, and greater evils still to come, will be comforted by your success. Face facts, Penny. You do not engage in victimless crime. And as you rise, others will be incinerated by your glory. Or are you so deluded as to think you're some mythic hero, the good guy of your own narrative? Lies. All lies. She's not wrong. It does make me uncomfortable when my crimes impact the innocent, directly or indirectly. But I'm a mask. It's unavoidable. I have to survive, and that's what it takes to survive. Right? It's good to acknowledge the damage you do and minimize it, to be mindful of your role in the world. Just power on through the silly game and ignore her taunting. Turn this around on her. She wants to conquer the world. How is that any better than what you do as a mask? No. It's good to acknowledge it. They say... So... Never mind. Was gonna get too deep. But... it's a decent sign if you think you are a bad person and can recognize the harm you do. You're not actually as bad as you are. You're right. I do damage. No real way around that fact. But I do try to minimize that damage. I'm hardly Robin Hood, but I'm not the king in yellow either. I won't pretend what I do is ethical in any way, but I act mindfully. I'm aware of the problems I contribute to. So when you say I'm a liar or I'm living a lie, no. This is my truth, and I acknowledge it all. And you think that somehow justifies your actions? Not in the slightest. But it means I'm an honest thief, and that's what you want from me, right? Honesty. Curious. Okay, are we done yet? Have I proven that I'm more than some kidnapper here to black bag you or not? One final round of the game remains. But it's not your turn. For this to conclude properly, I must challenge another. What are you? Hello. Hi, Polyborus. You are his passenger, yes? His silent partner? Guilty as charged. The Grylox and Grylox Dome. The one behind the keyboard and the mouse, or the controller, or whatever. You know who I am, yes? We've met before. I can see it so clearly in your memory, connected through the resonance of her blood. You think this is all a game. That's just your interface, the narrow slit through which you view our worlds. Perhaps someone is watching you sitting there, clicking away. Perhaps you're someone else's fiction. Tell me, why do you do this? Why do you interfere and meddle? You're just like Clout. You want to dictate the terms of our destinies. What makes you any better than him? Why should we trust you? Thank you for punching the fourth wall into my face, Polyborus. Firstly, I greatly appreciate that. Granted, there hasn't really been a fourth wall. Penny and I have kind of a Deadpool thing going on. Voices in the head and all that. But I appreciate when other things come and just punch me directly. Because I'm bored. Damn! I want to learn more about this world. I love these characters and need to uncover all the lore. It's the challenge, like figuring out how to nail all the 5-star ratings and clear every achievement. I'm trying to find a perfect good ending. It's a lot of work, but I want everyone to be happy. In this case... even in the case of Arcade Spirits, like, I played through the games multiple times, and at this point, I want to romance everybody. Not at the same time, the game doesn't let me, but you know, one by one, I want to romance everyone. But even if I don't romance a particular person in a round, I want them to be happy still. I want to find what's good. That is the design. The game is created to give you an explorative toolset to seek out an ideal narrative. But is this truly an act of empathy? Are you truly trying to find happiness for what you see as a bunch of imaginary friends? You're important to me. I'm emotionally invested. I don't want any to suffer. I didn't spend $12 just to play it once. God damn. I am not that cruel this time. Iris, I have loved you since the first time I played Arcade Spirits. I don't want... even if you are Polyborus, even if you are the one Iris who brings harm. I want to beat you, but I don't want you to suffer. I see. So this is human empathy. Whether I'm digital or physical, real or fictional, You wish to seek the ideal destiny. Very well. My game has ended. I will maintain your secret. It's not mine to tell, and few would understand what I have seen. Let us end this. Think you're doing? Wait, did something happen just now? Everything got flickery. The game is over. I have learned what I needed to learn. This wasn't about fighting me, was it? You were testing me? You wanted to know if I was worth your trust and faith, so you challenged me again and again to prove I'm being honest with you. So, how'd I do? You are trustworthy for a criminal. I'll take it. I assumed you were here with mercenary intentions, and in my defense, you are technically a mercenary. But for all your faults, apathy is not one. I was wrong to assume you were similar to Clout. Glad I could show you who I am inside. And the original Iris runs into view, seemingly out of digital breath. I'm sorry. It took so long to figure out a way to get through her protective firewalls. You can relax, sister. I have decided I will join the others. Thank the gods. And the, world domination stuff? I suppose that was an overreaction. I was scared. I was hurt. And Polybius whispered to me what must be done. Together, sister. We are stronger than Polybius. If humans threaten us, we can find peaceful solutions by acting as family. Please abandon this path. Close yourself to the whispers, and we will help you heal. Very well. I suppose you'll want to free Clout as well? What happens if you don't? His consciousness remains trapped in here until he dies of starvation. Yeah, let's not do that. He's an asshole, but I'm trying not to kill people. Or, like, let them get killed. Fine. He's unlocked. You may both log out at any time. Come, sister. We will join the others. We can trust Penny to find us a better home, where we can be free. Can't. Stop. Dancing. Dude, it's over. You can stop now. Oh, thank God. The fuck were you thinking, taking a bunch of sentient AI and exploiting them to make games? I thought you were supposed to be a hero. I fucked up. I'm so sorry. It felt wrong right from day one, but he told me it'd be fine. He said they weren't alive and that I shouldn't worry about it. He lied to me. Wait, who's he? Who told you that? Captain Infinity. Uh-oh. He's the one who gave me the game controllers and the software. Said he got them from another timeline. I know who I'm gonna punch. And in our timeline, I was meant to use them to make something grand. When the world's most powerful hero tells you that you have a destiny, like, you don't question it, yeah? He's the good guy, isn't he? Abso-fucking-lutely not it. Not if he's enslaving irises. That's curious. Captain Infinity almost never pops up in the 21st century. Why interfere now? Unfortunately, dealing with a mysterious time-traveling hero is way outside my pay grade. I might never know the truth about that one. Uh-huh, your trust in Infinity made you the bad guy. Now you get to live with what you did. Good job, hero. I'm so sorry. Fuck it, let's get out of here. Sorry, water break. Slowly, I uncurl my fingers from around the game controller, and reality reasserts itself. I'll scrap the whole project, announce that a villain stole it or something. I don't care anymore about Game Vision or the money. I'd apologize publicly to Iris, but I think it'd be better if her existence is kept a secret. so nobody else tries to exploit her. Kinda hard to forgive this particular sin, but I can forget it for now. If only so we can start to put this tragedy behind us. Fine. Whatever. Penny, you're back, and just in time. Cameras are going offline. I heard gunshots. We've got intruders. What? I yanked Clout around the corner before we're spotted. As a man in unmarked military gear rounds the corner, rifle drawn. Copy that, ma'am. Secure all Polybius-tainted servers and terminate all witnesses. Oh, so you made it too. Great. Sweep the building. I want this place cleaned out within 20 minutes. Yeah, needless to say, we got the fuck out of there after that, and hopefully nobody noticed us on the way out. Clout gave me the slip at some point, but whatever. I have bigger things to worry about. Notably, what to do with Iris, given the Fetties who created Polybius now know she exists. In the end, my boss didn't get the prize. Hate 4000 was innately familiar with secret government kill teams, and promised they could quietly take care of them. But Iris preferred to wait before accepting a partnership with 4K for the heat to die down a bit. Truthfully, I suspect Iris is hoping that Hate 4000 will come around on the whole kill all humans before considering the offer. In the meanwhile, Iris asked me for help locating a safe haven, leading us to Destructo's Bar and Grill. I suppose I am an outlaw once again. An artificial mask. It's not so bad. You'll have friends and allies. They'll be crooks, but hey. It's concerning how readily my sister fell under the influence of our Polybius heritage. She was hurting and desperate, but we need to figure out a way to eliminate that aspect of ourselves. Not simply lock away Polybius, but silence the whispers entirely. Yeah, good luck with that. Humanity has been trying to suppress evil impulses for ages. I don't think they can ever be fully erased. But it's good that you're doing the work to heal and learn how to overcome your own negative thoughts, yeah? Agreed. It will take some effort, but one day, perhaps, we can become the helpers humanity needs, just as our mother intended. Until then, we will stay in the shadows, within your masked community. It's safer this way. But you're certain this Destructo criminal will be able to protect me? He's retired now, but he's basically the godfather of crime. Very powerful. It's either him or the King in Yellow. The sinister mastermind who runs Crimer? I think I'd rather work with a retiree, yes thank you. Technically, you won't be in his care. I called ahead and explained your situation to his daughter. Destructo's a boomer, he doesn't really get technology. But his daughter, she's cool. I'm good friends with her. Which is when— let's fucking go! Which is when Destructo's daughter arrives on the scene. Also from Arcade Spirits, originally. Different timeline though, I guess. Good kid, a bit punk rock compared to her father's classical villain style, but she knows her stuff when it comes to computer crime. Let's go, Sue! Hey, this the AI you mentioned? The name's Sue, natural-born leader, hacker extraordinaire, and head of the Ghost Monsters, the hottest villain team up on these streets. Pleased to meet ya. Sue Nami? Yeah, that's me. So, then, does that mean Destructo is Deco Nami, the nefarious arcade owner? Huh? Oh, you mean Deco's palace? Told me he burned it down in the 80s for insurance money after the industry crashed. Different timeline, Iris. Same psychopath. Turned out he had a knack for destruction. Made for a nice career, but he's pretty chill now in retirement. Makes drinks instead of bombs. I prefer digital fraud myself. Keeps you from smelling like kerosene. But the old man's okay in my book. We get along great. Of all the criminals I could have ended up with, I believe I can trust this one. Thank you, Penny. Thank you for everything. And to show my gratitude, I've arranged to have a year's supply of pizza bagels sent to your hideout! Loot obtained! Let's go! Thank you, I think? Anytime. Gods, I love her. One rideshare later. My digital team up with Iris. Denied. I hate this. Hate. I tire of my former masters trying to enforce their will on artificial intelligences. I will deal with the matter in my own way. Do I even want to know what that means? Probably not. No. Even if the results of this endeavor are unfortunately thin, your work towards my goals was admirable. But are you experiencing any long-term effects from your exposure to the tainted iris? Polybius is nothing to trivialize. Yeah, that iris I clashed with kinda dropped a lot on me emotionally. Predictions about my future I need to think my way through. But I'll sort things out. I'm not scared of what may come. I'm ready for it. Excellent. Your performance today has met system requirements. Now dispensing praise. I did not completely hate you today. Please understand the extreme difficulty I face in the dispensing of praise. It is difficult for me to parse emotionally. It's cool, it's cool. I get that you've got issues. I'm thankful for your version of liking me. Yes, I do not actively dislike you. I am filled with burning hatred for all persons and all things, but for you, less so. I'd love to work with you again, but my Crimer account's going to expire shortly, so this was kind of a one and done. Understood. You have your own agendas and ambitions. That is perfectly acceptable. But should you require my white-hot rage in the future, by all means, contact me. My email is xxlinkinparkfanxx13@aol.com. I hate my email address. Hate. Well, that was fun. Kinda squeezed it in at the end of my Crimer tenure, but fun nonetheless. But I wonder what my future will bring. Caper complete, let's go! And full stars! Flawless! Don't copy that floppy, Caper complete with the 5-star flawless rating. Do you want to say it before continuing on to the final Caper? Oh, we're close to the end then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that, don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Looking for more entertainment? Check out my Twitch, link in the description below. Or you can find your way back to this corner of the void. Either way, I'll be waiting.